What's up, America?
America.
We were told to call it America. Here we go. Theme song.
Yeah.
You have to put it up so you can see it. Can you hear it? Yeah. Can you hear it?
What? It must be AG on the mic. The butterbean, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Go to outside.
See?
Oh, okay.
See?
Well, it was supposed to be clean.
Supposed to be. So, welcome to episode 27 of Girls Night. We had our custom theme music, courtesy of Tiffany Extraordinaire.
She not doing an extraordinary job on the editing.
No, she never.
Oh my gosh, I can see his hole.
I know you can see his hole. We're going to split screen that in a minute.
Okay.
First, we want to make sure you guys share it out. Share out the broadcast. Hit that like, love button. We have a special guest tonight. Super excited to introduce Rialand Jones.
What's up?
Yay! Author and personal trainer in the Fredericksburg area. Please tell us about yourself. Oh, we have to. This is the Fat Assassin, and I cannot wait to hear how you came up with that name.
I love that name.
I do too.
I wish I had like a really cool story about that.
Make it up as you go.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll make it up, right? Give me like a minute. I'll make something up good.
Should I just tell America how you got that name?
Please, feel free.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
All right, what up? I'm Rialand Jones, a.k.a. the Fat Assassin, for those who did not know. And I'm the Fat Assassin because I assassinate the fat on your body. Personal trainer, author, public speaker, dad, etc. All the good stuff. And I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes you an extraordinaire too. So we have a third extraordinaire in existence. I'm sorry, fourth, because we know that Dennis Fair is an extraordinaire too.
Yeah.
Her husband.
Yeah, my husband's an extraordinaire, but you could be an extraordinaire too. Sometimes I have to kick him a little bit to make sure he stays on that extraordinaire mode, though. I just got to remind him where the bar is.
Well, for those first-time people watching for the first time, I'm Krista Campbell. Krista Sells VA is my brand name. I'm a real estate agent in the Fredericksburg area, also known as Krista Extraordinaire, your real estate homie. And this is Tiffany Extraordinaire Fair. What do you think? What makes you extraordinary, Tiffany?
So I'm extraordinary because I have 27 and a half kids. And you can probably hear 30 of them downstairs right now.
You have 27 and a half, but we can hear 30.
Well, that's because everybody knows toddlers are like 5 people in themselves. If you have one, you really have 5. I'm sorry.
Amen.
I'm cut off. So I also work for a nonprofit organization called the Evolve Center. And what we do is help at-risk or disadvantaged youth in the Culpeper and surrounding areas, try to give them opportunities that they may not have otherwise. And I'm also, I work for, I'm a program manager, and I do a whole bunch of other things. I'm a basketball coach. I'm a mom, and that's about it.
That's it? Are you sure?
I'm a student. I'm getting my doctorate degree. Let's see what else.
Ooh, nice.
I know.
That's about it.
That's fancy.
Yeah, that's what makes her an extraordinaire. She's got like 15 careers, 27 and a half kids, 29 in holding, about to get...
Totally 29.
Yeah.
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 So, on to you. Tell us, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been into fitness and nutrition?
I mean, officially since 2004. Unofficially since about 1999. I
Yeah.
say.
So we're like 3.
Yeah, so a couple months. I've been into it. Yeah, when I was still active duty Air Force is when I really started, and then when I was stationed overseas, I was kind of like the unofficial squadron like fitness guy before I got out, and then I made it official when I got out in 2004 and got my certification in nutrition and as personal trainer.
So who do you think is easier to train, civilians or Air Force, military?
It's the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, because a lot of the military that I'm around, they don't want to do any kind of PT.
Well, but I would say the motivation for them is actually stronger because their physical fitness level is their job, really. Like, you need to stay fit. So I would think the motivation is a little bit higher than like the regular everyday person that never drinks Slurpees in their life.
No,
Ever.
never.
It just depends on what branch. I mean, in the Air Force back then, this is pre when all like the fitness guidelines changed. It was changing right as I was getting out. So when I was in, we didn't have to do anything hard. I mean, we had to ride a stationary bike once a year where they put like a heart monitor on and they were like, okay, you're good.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was like probably the most inaccurate thing you've ever seen in your life, this thing, because I was early 20s. In my most in shape time of my life, I would fail that test.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it was like if you smoked or was really overweight, you went in there, smoked. The trick was he was like, oh, smoke a cigarette first, take the test, you score high. I was in there like, I don't need to do anything. I play basketball every day. I'm like 6% body fat. I go in there and fail by like 30 points.
Wow.
It was backwards.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different now. They have to actually like run and do real stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was in San Antonio, Texas. I don't know if I told you this story, but I almost didn't come home because while we were there, leaving our hotel, they were actually setting up American Ninja Warrior. And I was like, I could so do that. So the one where you have to do like the pull-ups and then jump yourself up again. Yeah. I would fall straight in the water and that would never happen in real life, but I would totally try. It would be awesome just to, like get up that first. I have to at least make the first one. It would have been fun.
American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Fun to watch you though.
Ninja Warrior Princess.
That's funny. Real quick, I want to say what's up to Laura, Joe, and Shantae. And then Sean Ham said, I know you're talking fitness and stuff, but hey, nephew.
What's up? My Aunt Sean. Hey, what up, boo?
So
So
you know her.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's from Anissa's side of the family.
Oh, another cousin.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You guys are totally related.
Yep. We're so related. We have to figure this relationship out later.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, Tiff.
What's up?
Yeah.
See, I told you. Yeah.
Crazy. So you said unofficially. What does that mean, unofficially? You got started in 1999.
Like unofficially, so back then I was like this really like real like bird chest guy, and we got started because for whatever reason, like part of my backstory is like that my self-esteem was low at that point, and I thought that if I started lifting weights like that, women would be attracted to me. Keep in mind that you don't really see any of that with your clothes on. But at like 19, I was like, oh yeah, as soon as I start lifting weights, I'm gonna be good. Bye, 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 bye. Negative. I started and then failed and started and not failed, but I started, fell off. Then I went on a deployment, and the guy who was my supervisor at the time was this super swole dude. And he was like, look, just come, we're all bored, just come to the gym and we'll lift. I'll show you, I'll teach you. So we went to the gym, and then on that deployment is just kind of when it clicked for me. And it went away from I need this to get women to this feels really good. Like it's a challenge. I like how I feel when I do it. How do I learn about it? Then when I got back from that deployment, when I say unofficially, that's when I like got 3 or 4 fitness magazine subscriptions. I read every book. I read every single issue of those magazines. Like I taught myself nutrition. I taught myself how to build programs and all that stuff. I did a whole bunch of stuff just to try it. And then over like a 3-year period is where the unofficial part kind of happened. By the time I got to like 2001 to 2004, it was already like I knew a lot. Obviously, you read a crap ton of books and magazines.
So the real lesson in there that you just shared is something that I think everybody out there in real life can relate to. That once you actually do something for yourself, that's when it becomes reality where you can actually work harder and you stay motivated. If you're doing it for the wrong reasons or to try to like impress people, or you think you're going to get something out of it when it's not really for yourself, it's never going to work. So I think that's really important, because once you actually commit to yourself, and to make the changes for yourself, then it becomes a lot easier to do.
Well, that's your why.
That's your why.
Yeah. Because your why changes to the actual real why.
Yeah.
And that's what drives you. Like, that's where your fuel comes from mentally. If your why is wrong, it's like trying to put water in your gas tank in your car. You know what I mean? You're not going anywhere.
I really do think that everybody can relate to that, though, because I know I went through that multiple times. When you have kids, your body changes, and I've had like 30 of them, so it really sucks. But you have to get to a point where you're focused on yourself, and you're trying to better yourself, and then it can all fall into place from there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I started reading about working out. It was 2005. I remember I was looking at a picture from New Year's, and I was like, who is this person? I was like, I can't believe I look like this.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing. Now, I'm not certified. That's not one thing that I wanted to do, but I read books. I started buying books about working out, how to do it, eating right. And when I started reading about eating right, I became a fanatic.
Yeah.
I was doing organics, and this was back in 2005. So
Yeah.
I was there before the freaking trend on organics and natural food.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what I'm still doing. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I was either. I mean, I hit a point now, I make excuses sometimes about not going to the gym, but I'm still a lot better than I was, and my eating is much better.
Can I tell you a little story, though? 2005 is not accurate. I just want to clear that up.
Why is that?
Because in 2004, probably, or 2003, right after her daughter was basically born, this girl decides that it was like a smart idea to call and be like, I'm going to be a little bit late picking her up. I just got my pupils dilated, and I've got to go run at the gym for like 5 hours. And that's exactly what she did. Completely blind, couldn't see anything, and she's sitting on a treadmill running for hours.
I'm not running. I don't know what I need to see. I'm just running on a treadmill.
I don't even know how you started it blind, but that's the motivation that she had even back then. So I think that's pretty awesome.
When I put my mind to something, I get it done. That's what
I remember sitting there looking at the phone like, did that conversation really just happen? Is that reality right now? Am I getting caught?
Yeah.
Well, I want to be healthy inside and out, not just because of the way I look, but also because I want to feel healthy on the inside. And eating cheeses, breads, not to knock, I hope nobody gets mad at me, but eating that stuff makes me feel bloated, and I don't like the way that it makes me feel. Now that I eat healthy generally, I stay away from those things.
What would you? I'm sorry.
I wanna kind of interject right there, because so you was like, oh, I don't want to eat the crab, that's the bread, cheese, et cetera, which my point is, for you, it's crap because you don't like how you feel when you eat those things. So I can eat those things and feel just fine. I don't get bloated. I love cheese and bread, right?
Oh, I love it too.
Right? And
Let me not say that I don't.
Anybody who knows me or is following, for those of you who will see this video and don't know me, I'm not that trainer that's like, oh, we about to eat wheatgrass and broccoli smoothies. Oh, no, we're not doing that. These are the foods I like: pie, chicken wings, cupcakes, cookies, regular cake, brownies, donuts, right? I eat those things, and I can still lose weight. I can still feel good. I don't eat them every day, but there's a way to include those things so you don't feel like you're missing out on all delicious things, right?
Yeah.
But each person has to stick with one thing long enough to know how their body reacts to it. And sometimes it takes 4 things or 5, the 5th try to figure out, and bacon, yeah, right, you're right, to figure out what works best for your body.
My son would agree with bacon.
Yeah. Oh, but no doubt. Bacon, people trip off bacon, but the thing, again, you have to know your body. And you have to say, all right, I'm going to try thing A, but I'm going to really do it legit for 8 weeks. You don't like how you feel? Try thing B. Do it for real for 8 weeks, right? By the time you do 3 or 4, whether they're back to back or there's months between, it doesn't matter. You look at the results and say, okay, I felt the best when I did thing C. I got the best results with thing C, but you have to give 100% to each one, or you're never going to know which one really works best for your body. And that's where people make the mistake of saying something doesn't work for them. They half-assed it to begin with, and then they're like, oh, this doesn't work for me. Now, it works. Most things work for most people. It doesn't work if you don't put 100% effort into it. And then people just tend to blame the thing, and it's not the thing. It's usually the person.
Right.
But again, just to go back, it's just to learn what works best for your body, how your body reacts to certain foods, and then either don't eat or eat those foods.
That's such good advice.
Yeah, I would agree, because I know that sometimes you get frustrated and people want instant gratification, but that's just not the way it works.
Right.
It's a lifestyle change, and if you really dedicate yourself to being healthy overall, I agree, you can still have all those things in moderation.
Yeah.
My rule of thumb, because I'm not trying to lose a lot of weight, just generally I try to stick to the healthy foods. I pack my lunch, I portion it out, I do all that stuff.
Right.
And then Saturday night, I'll have myself some pizza, because I'm not going to lie, I love pizza. It's my favorite food.
Yeah.
But I may get the thin crust with light cheese and extra sauce. I'm very particular, because that cheese will make me feel like crap. Now that I have eaten a certain way for so long, even cookies taste different.
Yeah.
I made cookies 2 years ago for Christmas, and I was like, these just taste terrible. Same recipe that I use all the time. And after, 10th cookie down, I was like, this is all right. 10 cookies in.
Like I ate a baker's dozen.
Let me taste another one just to see if I really don't like it.
I was just, sampling just to make sure it wasn't me. And I figured out it was my palate. But like I said, it changes. I can eat grapefruit with no sugar on it, and I'm good.
Yeah. It's an adjustment. And if the focus, honestly, we do live in, you hit the nail on the head. We live in a microwave mentality society, when really we need to be more like the crock pot.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love my crock pot.
Yeah, we got to slow cook it. Yeah, all of that stuff. We not hot pockets. Like you gotta slow cook the meat. Let it marinate for a little bit. You know what I mean? Let it simmer. Like that's how we have to move through the process. So the best meat is when you let it simmer. It's not tough. It's tender, juicy, right? In the crock pot. That microwave meat is horrible. Mm-hmm. And it's the same with your results. You try to microwave your results, you're going to end up not getting results.
Yeah.
The ones that you get are going to suck, and they won't stick along. They won't stay for a long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, what would be your advice to someone who is just starting out? Like, because I've had so many times where I start and I think I'm overly motivated and I go so hard and I either hurt myself in the very beginning or I get burned out after the first week because I'm like, I can't even walk and I hurt so bad. What's the way to prevent yourself from going from 0 to 100 when you're not ready to get to that 100 level yet?
Right.
But start moving.
Well, first of all, you're not Drake, so you can't go 0 to 100 real quick when you come.
What?
Right?
Did you forget I'm an extraordinaire? I totally can.
15 careers.
Come to this is you can't go 0 to 100 real quick. No, you can't do it. And this is actually the way that I still do it. I can't always like turn it on and turn it off if I'm going from like a heavier, bulky type, or I'm just so busy I don't even go to the gym as much or watch my meals as much and I gain weight. I can't always just boom, next day, right back in the groove. I actually phase it out, and it's something I've done. I found that works best for me over the last 3 years. So I'll say, you know what, I'm going to start phasing whatever day, and I pick a day, and that day, that week or whatever, I make sure I'm taking my water intake up where it should be, and I start cleaning my meals up a little. I may not go super hard on it. I just do a little bit. And then the next week, I do a little bit more. And it might take 3 or 4 weeks to get all the way to 100% where I meal prep every single meal. I'm getting a gallon of water a day. I'm working out 4 to 6 times a week. And that's just for me. Everybody doesn't need to work out 6 times a week. But because I train to compete, or I have a little bit more to do because of what I do as a job, I work out 4 to 6 times a week. After about 4 or 5 weeks, I'm in the groove. Mm-hmm. I think the big mistake people at the beginning make is they get hyped, which is awesome. And they're like, look, I'm going to the gym 7 days a week, twice a day. I'm only going to eat.
Me.
That's totally me when I get into it.
Like, oh, I'm just going to eat Greek yogurt and a boiled egg.
Every meal.
Yeah. Oh, I eat celery and peanut butter 7 times a day. Like, this is an unrealistic expectation.
And then you have mission failure, which is what happens to me every time.
Yeah. It's better to just because you're creating a whole bunch of new habits, and if you try to create too many at once, you fail.
We
Right?
get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So let's make that our vision board for one thing a week and just work up to it.
Okay.
So I got 972 pounds to go. I'm gonna get there though. December is my goal. I
Yeah,
gotta get there by
You'll be
December.
good by like 2027. You're gonna be
No, December, like 17.
But I think it goes along with the rule that we have. Well, I have. Do things persistently, consistently. Just make it something. Just a small little challenge that helps you get to your bigger goal, and celebrate your small successes. So,
Yeah.
like Tiffany started with taking soda out of her diet, and how much did you lose
So
with doing that?
in all honesty, and I'll just, put my business out there, January 10th, we started this little, try to clean up my healthy eating choices, which they're really bad because I'm a pseudo-vegetarian. I just don't like meat because I don't like the texture of it, not because of, poor defenseless little animals.
right.
I just don't like I don't like to chew anything that feels like meat, or I won't swallow it. So it's a texture thing for me. But I cut out pretty much all bread, most sugars minus the Slurpee. I'm not drinking right now, and all soda. And literally, I lost 42 pounds in 2 months because it just was toxins that released, and now I'm stuck because I'm not doing anything different than that, and I need to get over that hump because it's really frustrating.
Yeah, yeah. That first speed bump after something like that is where a lot of people lose their motivation. But you just need to change. You just have to change something. So, but big ups to you for cutting all that stuff out and dropping the weight. A lot of which is probably bloat and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You did really well. Now is the part where you say, okay, I'm at this point. I feel like I'm stagnant.
Yeah.
And what can I do to keep it moving, so to speak, right? And then it becomes where you have to look at it a little bit more in depth. So what have I been doing for the last 2 months? Okay, it's not really working. What can I do now? So if you were only working out 2 days a week, or if you weren't working out at all.
I wasn't. So I didn't have the energy really because I wasn't eating the
Enough.
right foods. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I literally cut everything out.
Yeah. So now you have a couple options. You'd be surprised that some people who hit the wall is because their calories are too low. You can increase your calories, and you'll start to see a change. It'll still go down. You can also try to increase your activity a little bit. And I'm not saying go from doing nothing to like 5 days a week.
Yeah, she's totally going to do that.
Yeah.
Kickboxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go to a couple days a week, you just need to create another change. But 9 times out of 10, people don't eat enough. And it sounds like you fall in under that umbrella a little bit. So increasing how much you eat will be important. You can see a change just from that.
All right, we're gonna try that this week, but the right foods, not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Well,
pizza.
I eat every 2 to 3 hours, honestly.
She does. I don't know how she stays so thin, but I guess metabolism because it burns it off.
Well, and look at
you're
what I'm
active.
eating.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in the morning, I have my protein oatmeal, which I'm sure for most sounds disgusting, but it's protein oatmeal, and I put some banana and granola on the top of it. That's my breakfast. Then 2 hours later, I'm having an apple. Then maybe 2 hours later, I'll have some celery and peanut butter. And then lunch, like today, I had taco salad, which had my protein, it had my ground turkey, the salsa, tomatoes, all my stuff's organic, spinach, and I did put some taco chips in it, and then what my daughter made us dinner, so I had chicken thighs and some pasta,
and a workout.
and then I worked out, so then a couple more snacks in between because I get hangry, so
Yeah.
I haven't had my water intake today, which is another thing that makes me feel hungry if I don't drink enough, and I usually will drink between, I would say, 4 to 6 bottles a day.
Yeah. And goes back to what works best for a person, right? So people who are like, I eat all the time. If I say, I'm gonna tell you almost every single time somebody's like, I'm hitting the wall, I'm not getting any progress, and I say, you don't eat enough, right? And they're like, I eat all day. You might eat all day, but you can still not eat enough. And this is how everything you eat is low in calories.
Yeah.
So you can feel like you're eating all day because you are eating all day, but you're eating all day because everything you eat is like 50 calories or less. And even if you eat 6 times, but you're only eating 100 calories every time you eat, you're still only eating 600 calories for the whole day. Of course, you feel hungry.
Yeah.
So it's about finding what works best for you again. So I don't particularly like to eat that close together. I'm a little bit bigger. My meals are bigger, but I eat meals to meal to meal to meal. I don't do meal, snack, 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 meal, right? Or meal, 5 snacks, meal, and I only ate 2 actual meals in the whole day. And none of my clients, they're like, oh, do I do a meal and a snack? I say, no, you do a meal and a meal. And then when you finish that meal, a little bit later, guess what you do? Eat a meal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to eat meals, and you won't feel hungry in 2 hours after you eat that meal. You're not going to have a choice but to wait 4 hours, roughly, or 5, because of the size of that meal. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way that I do it, and you can have success doing it that way. You can have success doing it your way too, but it's about finding what works best for your body. And what I do is just giving people a baseline. And the whole point is, I don't want you to be my client for 15 years. I want you to learn what I'm giving you to do. And I'm transparent and I explain everything. I'm going to tell you what we're doing and why. Pay attention, take notes. If you stick to this and ask questions and listen for like 3 months, you won't need me or any other fitness person ever again. You'll have every tool you need in your toolbox and you can go do it. If you start to gain weight a little bit, go back to your toolbox, knock the weight back off. You know what I mean? It's easy. The concepts are easy. It's simple, but you know, what's simple to do is also simple not to do.
You want to give us contact information?
Oh yeah, we will. But that's really great. I know I don't eat enough. I can tell you that. I don't eat enough. I need to sit down and plan it out. But I'm one of those people that hates counting calories, and I hate. But I know that there's a couple other ways. We won't get into all that. But before you get off, I want to just get you to talk about your book a little bit.
Okay.
So
look, I have it right here. Look.
Okay. It's called can't really see it, but I have it written down.
Yeah.
How do you come up? Oh, wait a minute, not that one. Book. Your book is Healthy Mind, Healthy Body, Better Life, right?
Yeah.
So how did you come to write that book?
Oh man, I just wanted to remember I told you I read a whole bunch of like fitness books and weight loss books. And I feel like the biggest thing that was missing, like every single one almost talks about what to do in the kitchen or what to do in the gym, or it's a diet. It's somebody's diet put into a book, right? But none of them, or almost none of them, address the real part of why people fail, and that's like the mental part, right? So that's what a lot of this book is about. So the first chapter is like just assessing how you are mentally. You know, are you a positive thinker or a negative thinker? Because if you're a negative thinker, you view everything through a negative thinking lens. So even if you're doing well, you bash yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like most people, they're not fitness professionals. So if they get it a little bit wrong, they get all ho-hum and they're like, I quit, whatever, I can't do it, which is not the case. You already did it. You did it for a week. Just because it didn't show what you thought it should show on a scale doesn't mean you weren't successful that week. It's so many different variables that have to fall in line. If you even did 75% of what you were supposed to do for the week, you already got success for that week, and you should focus on building on that the next week instead of going the opposite direction and saying, you know what, I didn't hit 100%, I suck at life, I quit. Right? That's how a lot of people think. So this book comes from that. It comes from all the clients I've had over the last, 13-ish years. And I answer a lot of the same questions. And I know I've had some battles of my own. And all those things are in the book. There's a section that addresses all things food. And then there's another section that's like, okay, that's the life part. How do we have a better life? Just a few things that I've done, a few exercises you can do to kind of open your eyes to the successes you've already had. Because almost everybody has had several successes throughout their life. And it's important to focus on those successes and not the things that you think make you unsuccessful or just not good at life in general, which is a lot of people.
So she looked at me when you were talking because our little slogan for our life is power of positivity. Because when you actually change your mindset, and her mom taught me this too, when you change your mindset and your words, then those words become your reality. So you have a choice of either making negative or positive, and we say that all the time, each other, power of positivity.
Real quick, I want to say what's up to Carly. Thank you so much for sharing. LaWanda, hey girl, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, back to that. We are big time positive thinkers.
Yeah. I don't know where to get the book from. Yeah. Where can we get the book?
Let me show you the book again. So, we need
to screenshot this so we can share it for everybody.
Well, definitely put your link in the comments so anyone who would like it can get to it.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that. And if you want to get the book, you can actually get a free copy of the paperback. All you gotta do is pay shipping at mybetterlifebook.com.
I'm going to text that to myself.
mybetterlifebook.com. Make sure we got to put that in the comments for him so that way anyone that would like to get it. If someone would like to reach out to you to become a client or just talk to you, how can they get in contact with you?
Oh, it didn't work. I tried to just post the link. I will before I get done in the chat. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com. Actually, if you're watching this, you know I'm on Facebook. You just click it and send me let's see. I'm on Instagram. Everything's at Rialand Jones, Rialand. Instagram, I'm on there. Snapchat, Rialand Jones. YouTube is youtube.com/Rialand Jones. And my Facebook fan page is facebook.com/Rialand Jones.
I found you. So
we got your link too.
Followed you.
Yeah, and Carly was nice enough to put your link in the comments, and I pinned it up there. So mybetterlifebook.com.
Yeah, thanks, Carly.
I'm totally getting that book because I got a mission for the next 9 months.
Yeah, you can do it.
How many pounds was it again?
I'm down 42.
Yeah.
No, I mean, how many were you trying to lose by December?
Oh, so I have probably about 45 to go. 45.
No, you said 900.
Well, I'm realistic. The realistic number is about 45 pounds. So I'll tell you a little story before we get off. I had kidney failure 2 years ago. So after I had my last son, I got an infection and it led me to have kidney failure. And because of that, I gained a lot of weight, and it's all water retention because your kidneys don't function properly. You retain all that. So that has been really, really hard. Oh, sorry, really, really hard. So once I'm getting there and just trying to cut all the bad toxic stuff out, it's kind of just floating off, which is good.
Yeah, it is good.
45, 50 pounds to go.
You got plenty of time, that's for sure.
9 months, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, if you stick to it.
Yeah,
we will.
I'm gonna get that book.
She's got an accountability partner.
Look,
you got an accountability partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna be posting accountability pics.
Yeah.
But real quick, aren't you going to start you're starting a Facebook Live yourself, you said next month?
Yeah. In April, it'll be once a week. And I'm going to do, it's going to be a lot of like free, really good information, but I'm just going to be showing people some of the stuff that I do. So it'll be a lot of screenshot stuff. Some of it will be like kitchen related. And it's really, the goal is to show people it's not really as hard as you think it is. And then you can eat foods that you like. Like, I'm going to eat ice cream after this.
Yeah. Did you have your pizza?
I had one slice. I'm going to have more when I leave.
Well,
but it's, and that's like, soon I'll be going into Ripped in 77 Days. That's my program, right? I'll be going into that myself as soon as the doctors clear me to go back to the gym regular, right? And again, I want everybody to follow because I'm going to show you. I'm going to eat regular food. I'm going to eat a lot of food. And over a 77-day period, I will lose 20 to 30 pounds easy. And I'm still going to eat pizza, donuts, bacon, ice cream, cookies, pies, and cakes.
Wow.
And pasta.
Well, I will definitely be following because I want to know how you're eating. Because if I eat the ice cream, it just immediately, I think I catch a pound right on my thigh. It's just right there.
I will not, and it will be delicious.
Well, thank you so much. You shared so much information. It was great talking to you tonight.
Thanks,
And
ladies. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
everybody follow Rialand Jones.
Yeah.
Have us on as a guest
Yes.
when you start your show.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Y'all taught me something today. No doubt.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Good
You have a
night.
good night.
Bye, America.
Bye, America.